What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Duran, and we're here to talk more Celtics basketball. And I just wanted to go ahead and point out some of the craziness that we've been seeing so far throughout the media, social media, on television, and everything going around with the Celtics. And it's been super crazy. You know, the Celtics fell to 15-17 a couple days ago, and I just had to really exercise myself away from social media, away from sports news as far as it comes to the Celtics, because it was just kind of cancerous. I'm sorry, I dropped my phone, but it was super cancerous. We seen like so many outlets try to bury this team, and that was just in 1 week. The Celtics were 15-17 after the Mavs game, and oh my God, you would have thought this team was like 2-14. You would have thought this team was the worst team in basketball. How everyone poured onto this squad, how they danced on our graves, how they were memeing it up on social media. I did not know so many people cared about the Boston Celtics as much as they do until I saw us losing games. It is incredibly hilarious how many, like, I scroll on Twitter and I just see like random things like the New York Knicks have a better record than the Boston Celtics. What does that mean? Like, what, like, the New York Knicks have a better record than like 10 other teams right now. So why are you pointing out the Boston Celtics? No one speaks about this team when we're winning. No one speaks about this team when we have a huge win. I have to flip through almost every single channel just to find someone talking about the Celtics after they have a huge national game win against like the Clippers or the Lakers or anything like that. You have to literally search on YouTube just to find the quick 3-minute segment that they talk about it. But when the Boston Celtics are losing and when they're struggling and when there is adversity, do you guys notice how everyone just poured out and just jumped on the wagon that this team was done? And I am so ashamed of the Boston media, the local guys that are just plugged in. You live in the city of Boston, and they just poured they poured more gasoline onto the fire. They were the ones. Gary Washburn, I'm calling people out. CLNS media, all those guys, they went and jumped onto that bandwagon to kill this team. And I get it. The Boston Celtics are a standard of excellence. We're one of the best franchises in NBA history. But to absolutely destroy this team for a week, the national media, the local media killed this team for being 2 games under 500 in a season with no training camp, no real off season. The team got killed. They were suffering major injuries. Two of the 5 players from our starting lineup was out. 3 of the 5 were out for a good month. And they got killed for being 2 games under 500. Stephen A. Smith calling Brad Stevens a bum. People jumping on Twitter saying Brad Stevens can't coach. This man has been to 3 of the last 4 Eastern Conference Finals without Kawhi, KD, Steph, or LeBron James, or Anthony Davis. No coach can say that right now that actually went to the finals. That is absolutely insane. And I get it. I've given Brad Stevens his grief, but I will never say that this man should be fired, because you know what? At the end of the day, at the end of the season, this team is in it. We're in it to win it. No matter what anyone says, at the end of the season, we are in it to win it. We are in the last 4, and I can't kill a coach for having a bad month like that. I can't just say he doesn't need to be coaching the team. I can't. I can criticize some of his decisions. I can criticize him for a game here or there, but I would never say that this guy can't coach. And then you got bums, straight bums, radio analysts speaking their part, saying Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown can't be cornerstones of your franchise. Oh, how they have turned. Oh, how they have turned. It is asinine to listen to that. The team was 2 games under 500. And you got Boston radio media running to literally sprinting to throw gasoline on the fire to say this team should fire their coach, they should tank, that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are not good enough. You got play-by-play analyst Mike Gorman bum ass wanting to be an analyst. You are a play-by-play announcer. You are not an analyst. Jumping on the radio to say that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are playing selfish isolation basketball. How are they playing selfish basketball when it's just two of them and three other non-scorers on the court for 75% of the game? Someone explain that to Mike Gorman. Someone explain that to these bums in the radio station. They are doing what they were forced to do in that situation. This, in my opinion, was a coordinated hit job. A coordinated media hit job on the Boston Celtics. And I'm going to call it out. For a week straight, getting blasted. And in that Pacers game, they were fiending. The Celtics got under like 14 points in a 14-point deficit in a flurry in like 2 minutes against the Pacers on national television. And the ESPN app, the ESPN account from Twitter, NBA on ESPN, they tweeted out so quickly. Look at the score. It's 18-4. Motherfucker, the game ain't ended yet. The first quarter didn't even end yet. And you're tweeting that? This is a coordinated media hit job. It has to be. And these scrubs are they're reaching for so much. There's so much that they're reaching for. They've actually reported, this is actually a report that is going around, that an undisclosed source, an anonymous NBA player shitting on Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. This is what I'll say to the anonymous person that is saying this. You are a pussy. There is nothing that anyone wants to take from your opinion. If you can't put your name on it, I don't care. And the media to actually report on it, nobody cares because they didn't put their name on it. If an NBA player actually did that, that is weak, soft, and it's pussy. Like, I cannot say anything about that. It is soft. That is the weakest move that I've heard by anyone. An NBA player didn't put their name on it? Oh, come on. He didn't put his name on it? I can't believe that. I can't believe that. The NBA, the brotherhood that you guys tell me it is, they're talking shit about a 24-year-old and a 22-year-old and they can't even put their name on it? You should have put his name on it. You should have quoted him and put his name on it. Why are you protecting him? Who is saying these things? I can't believe it. I genuinely just can't believe it. This is a coordinated hit job. This is exactly what it was. And I don't care if this video gets taken down. I don't care if I get demonetized for this video. I don't care. Because I will call this out every single time. It was weak by ESPN. It was weak by CLNS media. It was weak by the Boston Celtics local media. It was weak how they were reporting this. The Celtics were on a losing streak. Fine, a 4-game losing streak. They went 2 games under 500 with damn near half of their team and Kemba Walker, who was just trying to figure out his rhythm. And you killed him. It was weak. And on Twitter, they went harder. Hey, man, that's all. Literally, that is what it is. And you know, the fans from like New York Knicks fans, and then you see so many other fans that are just waiting for our downfall. Like I said, I did not know so many people cared about the Boston Celtics until they started losing. Genuinely, I did not know. We were on the front page of the Herd Show. We were the leading topic for the first take, the leading topic for the jump. But when we're winning and we win games, are we what they lead with? Are we who they talk about? No. Like I said, these guys don't even know everybody that is on the team. They couldn't tell you the 8th player on the Boston Celtics bench. And yet they have the gall to talk about this team when we're losing? As if we don't know how to coach? As if our players don't know how to play? Have you lost your mind? It was a coordinated hit job. Pay attention. This was a coordinated media hit job on the Boston Celtics. They have been waiting for this team's downfall. And I'm not going to blame the local media. They just fed into the bullshit because they want to get clicks and likes. They just fed into it. So that's shame on them. But the national media, had a hit job ready. They had topics ready. They had everything they were going to talk about to take down these two young players. Pay attention. Do not buy into the hype that this team is just done, that this team is out of it. They have no shot. It's a long season. And that's all I'm going to say. It's a long season. Let these guys figure it out. But don't ever buy into these narratives that they're trying to paint, that they're trying to put together. Like I said, this is a media coordinated hit job on the Boston Celtics. This is all it was. They are waiting for this team to fail. And that's all I have to say. That's really all I have to say about it. When it continues, I will call it out. As always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.